Hello everyone. Okay, the car is done. It's been done for quite some time now. I've just been driving it, enjoying it. When I mean done, it's done as in it runs, drives. There's just a few things I need to button up. But as you can see from the title of this video, or from the picture at least, the ECU I went for was a HALTECH, and the reason I did that, so you can see there, it's a HALTECH Elite 1500. The reason why I went down that path, I was going to do the J3 chip, but I just seemed to see there was too many issues like programming. There's not a lot of people out there that do the programming, or who know how to tune it, sorry. So I thought it was just easier and smarter to just go the HALTECH route. It is a bit more expensive, but it is a better ECU. Bit of an update on the engine bay. The only real thing is the overflow bottle box. So I've got that on there now, which is definitely needed because it does get quite hot. This is the BABF one, but as you can see, it fits a AU Series 1 quite easy. I think this hose here, I think I just cut it down a little bit, or I didn't do anything at all together and just made it fit. Other than that, like the overflow return just goes underneath there, straight down there, and I'll put it in the, I don't know if you can see that, they're just sticking out. Yeah, I've just put it out there so it can come through there. Any overflow. Other than that, the car runs and drives good. I made the hole for the ECU just at the back here. It is pretty close to the exhaust, but the exhaust is pretty wrapped up, so it's good. And as you can see here, I've got heat wrap on the accelerator cable as well, and just some cable ties holding that as far back as I can. Now the car has already been dynoed, but when it did get dynoed, the clutch was slipping because it still had the stock clutch in it, and it's made 234 kilowatts, which I'll add into the screen now, and one of the dyno pulls. So yeah, like I said, the clutch was slipping, so we couldn't really tune it too good. The handbrake's also in. I forgot to show that. So the handbrake's in. I am gonna put the car up now just because I want to drain the oil, and just do a quick check over, because it is going for another dyno tune tomorrow now that it's got a new clutch. So yeah, basically, as you can see, I've just mounted on the existing bracket that was there, the handbrake bracket, and just added a L shape steel bracket to that bracket that I welded onto to the existing one, and then I just fitted the nut and bolted the handbrake to it. Don't know if you can see that, but yeah, that's how I've done that. As for the brake line, once it's in the air I will show you, but the way I've done it is basically a factory replacement, so using factory parts. So once I get up in the air, you will see, I don't know if you can see that joiner there. I'll touch on that a bit later on, what I would have done a bit different, which is very easy, and then you could have gone I could have went straight into the handbrake itself. This isn't bled properly yet. I only did that a couple of days ago, but yeah, I'll put it up in the air. I guess I can start it first. You've already heard it on the dyno, but I guess I will start it. The only other thing I haven't done is I've just sort of hot-wired my fans. That's the cable for it there. I just need to program that up through the ECU. But anyways, I will start it so you can hear it. It's a cold start. I mean, none of the gauges work. Anyways, just died on itself. It's cold. But yeah, like I said, as you can see, I don't know if you can see that smoke, it's running a bit rich. What I'll do is I'll put it up, I will show you how I've done the rear handbrake lines and how you can do them as well. And yeah, like I said, I'll just quickly change the oil, and I've got spark plugs that I'm going to change tomorrow. But yeah, I'll show you the handbrake setup, and then we will take it from there. Alright, I've only jacked up the back, just so I can show you guys. I can drain the oil without jacking up the car, so I'll just show you the way I've done the rear handbrake setup. Hopefully I can squeeze it under here. Alright, so as you can see, this here is the original brake lines for the calipers that go on the back of the Ute, or Series 1. And as you can see, brake line that goes from this caliper goes straight to this block here, this T block. One of the sides of the T's goes up and around to the other caliper on the driver's side, which goes to here and goes straight into the original caliper. Now, and then on the other side of the T, it goes down and it runs straight all the way to this joiner here, and then goes through all the way to the front, up to the front of the car. I'll see if I can get up there and I'll show you where it goes. Oh, before I go up there, I'll just show you the back here so I don't have to go back underneath. So yeah, basically, like I said, that runs all the way to the front of the car, and then I'll show you later where it meets up at the front. And when I was talking about the handbrake inside, what I would have done different is I'll show you is part of that section there that I need to show you. So basically what I did is I just went to the wreckers, got the exact same thing, and just reversed it. So I got the original brake line, so where that originally is on this side here on the left hand side, just there. I've taken off the whole kit and just flipped it. So now this brake line sits here, goes to this caliper here, which would be the right hand rear, which is actually on the left hand side now. So that goes this way, follows that, goes into the T, then from the T, that section there goes on the other side of the T, sorry, goes to the caliper on the right hand side. And then the other line, I've just bent it a little bit, and I made it run through this side of the car, which goes all along. Oh, let me see. So that line there goes all the way from there, comes along here to here. I've actually fed it through the original. Maybe I should have jacked up the car all the way so I can show you guys in one go. And that actually goes through the original handbrake spout. And comes up through the hole down there and stops there. So where I was saying the bit I shouldn't have cut, well, when I cut it I should have cut longer. I ended up cutting it a bit short. I feel like I'm going to have to jack up the front to show you guys, but the brake line comes up to about here and a bit further up. Don't know if you can see that. A bit further up. I ended up cutting it somewhere around here thinking it was going to be enough length to get inside the car, but really I needed another 30 centimeters or whatnot, and the reason for that is because where it sits, sorry about moving up and down, the reason is because where it sits, if it sat in the original spot where the original brake line was, like where that originally sits, it would have had plenty of length, but because this is sitting back, I don't know, what's that, it sits from, that's the original one to here, so that's how much length I needed, just to make it to go straight into the hydro handbrake as it is. But yeah, other than that, you can do it yourself. Like I said, I've done nothing besides go to the wreckers and take that existing, the stock system out, and then just looping it, like flipping it over, and and there you go. Like, that's the easiest dual caliper setup you'll ever do. The only thing I did notice that when I was at the Wreckers, this, I think you need to find like a series one ute. I don't know exactly. I'm pretty sure some of the old Fords have got like this on there as well, like the XBs and stuff. Because then all you have to do is just like undo that, and then you can put whatever you want. You can join your line from there. Clearly on this side, the way I've done it, you can just join your line on from there and then run it all the way forward, and you've already got the dual handbrake set up. So yeah, other than that, I'm going to put the car back down now and take it for a quick drive before I drain the oil, just to get the oil up to temp. And sorry, also I've also done a 255 in tank pump, which was not pretty straightforward to do, but there was a bit of mucking around. I don't have a video of that, so yeah, taking this out was probably worse because you have to drop the whole diff out and everything. So the tank's probably the hardest. If you're ever going to do like take the diff out, make sure, or lower the diff, make sure you do the fuel pump if you haven't done it, because you'll thank me later, because it is a bit of a pain on the utes because you can't get from it from the top. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to drop the car and I'll take it for a drive. Gonna finish our journey. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll probably go for another cruise again once it's tuned and see if there's any difference. Like I said, the tune's just going to be a clean-up tune. It's not going to be anything special, but love it. Okay, so that was the little drive. Like I said, there's still more in it. It's an unopened motor, so 12 pounds is plenty. Drives the way I wanted to drive, so which is good. Like I said, we're just going to clean up the tune a bit. One thing I didn't show, this is running an Elite 1500, so I had to get a igniter box for it because it's operating as wasted spark. So if you are going to do it to yours with a 1500, definitely do that. The reason why I went 1500 because I've got another car that runs the Elite 1500 ECU, and I was going to share the one ECU between the two cars, so I just bought another wiring loom for this. In the end, there was some Black Friday sales, and I ended up purchasing another Elite 1500 ECU because I already purchased the wiring for it. So yeah, like I said, that's all done. I do have a dash for it, but it's for the other car, so I'm not putting it in this. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I mean, the wastegate sounds amazing when it opens up. Definitely going to be a lot of fun once the handbrakes hooked up. I have done some donuts in that. I might add it into the video, I might not, down when I was in Mexico for the day. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm just draining the oil at the moment, and that's probably going to be one of the last videos of this car. The next one will probably be if I do enter it at a drift event, because I'd like to see. The other car is still in the trailer. I haven't taken it off yet since the December 9, which I actually haven't even put that video up yet, so I might put that video up after this one. Yeah, it did really well. Literally all I did was just change tyres in that car. The car's a very good seat time car. So yeah, anyway, so I'm going to leave it as it is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed the HALTECH AU, which is probably the best option in my opinion. Like I said, with the J3 stuff, there's just a bit, it's not as easy to tune, and a lot of people haven't done it, so HALTECH was just the right choice for myself. Yes, it is a bit more expensive, but the results, like as soon as the car started, we put a map in it and it's ran ever since, besides the clutch slipping. But now it's got a new XCD clutch in it. Like I said, it's going to go back on the dyno tomorrow just to get cleaned up, and I'm sure it will drive perfect. Even in that video you saw, I was just cruising around, no hiccups, no nothing. So very happy with it, with everyone that's helped me do it as well, build it and tune it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys for the next one.